Okay, right. So, replay. I'm recording now, so welcome everyone. So, I was just saying to everyone that, in fact, this is our weekly coaching webinar, which I do every week. I've been doing it for 8 years. So I'm always very grateful for you to be here. My objective is to share information with you, training, coaching. Sometimes we have guest speakers. Not this week. This week you just have me. And, just to give you some valuable content, which will help you in your World Ventures business. So, that's basically it, really. But obviously, if I turned up and there was nobody there, then it wouldn't make it worth it. So it's always great to see people tuning in literally from all over the world, in fact. And it just makes it all worthwhile. And in fact, I get such great feedback from people. I go to events and people come to me and say, oh my God, we love your webinars, etc. So the thing is, that's what makes it worth it. So always give me feedback as to whether you got value and whether you got good information. So there's a few things that I want to talk to you about, okay, today. So I've actually got a list. I'm probably more organized than I am most weeks, but there we go. So this week there's a handful of subjects that I wanted to cover. So the first of all, I wanted to start with the product because some of you may know, some of you may not know, some of you may have checked, some of you may have not. That actually there's been some huge development with the Dream Trips Escapes, but actually it looks like the company is now going to call it the Anytime Escape. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to share the screen. I'm going to show you how you find the escape deals and basically just show you some of the new deals which are pretty mind-blowing. Are you cool with that? Can everyone see me and hear me okay? Just say yes where we can. Yeah, perfect. Okay, quality, thank you very much. So let me go share my screen and bring this up. So we're going to cover this first. Okay, hold on one second. Let's go, screen. We're going to get to the right screen first. Hold on. Right, there we go. Okay, right. So there we go. Can someone tell me whether they can see the Dream Trip site now, please? Can you see the Dream Trip site? Yes. Okay, perfect. Right. So what you see there is so I've already logged in, right? So obviously, if you want to log in, you go up here, and then you just put in, your ID and your password that will log you in. Okay. Damn, I have some Rovio bots, man, that I have to use. Cool. Okay. So this is how you get to these CD escapes. Obviously, what you see down here is, the normal Dream Trips, etc., which is all cool, and they are fantastic. But obviously, last month, the company launched a new product, which is called Escapes. So, there was some discussion as to what we're going to call it. Initially, it was Screaming Deals, then it was Escapes. And now, when I actually go on there, I see that it looks like they've settled on Anytime Escape. So you just basically go to the travel deals, okay? Click on Get, so you see Anytime Escapes, Screaming Deals on Anytime Escapes, and then just click on that. And this, oh, hang on, maybe I've done something wrong there. Hold on one sec, just bear with me. Let me just do that again. So just get too excited. That's what I have to do. Hold on. What's happening here? How do I read this? Okay, Screaming Deals, get your deals. Right, so Anytime Escapes, Bush, oh, hang on, I've got to log in again, that's what it is. Right, log in. And then get your deal. Okay. So So just tell me now, can you see, if you can see my Anytime Escapes page, just type in Anytime Escapes. Anytime Escapes. Can you see Anytime Escapes words on the page? If you can, yes, perfect. Thank you. Thanks, guys. I'm just double checking. I'm just making sure you're seeing what I'm seeing. So now this is where your Anytime Escapes are. And if you remember last month when they launched it, there was about 6 deals, right? So now you will see that there are loads, 22, in fact, deals. So that is incredible. Okay, so you see there's a 3-night trip here, right, in Romania at the new Montana Hotel and Spa. So this is an Anytime Escape. So you can go on this. Let's just click on this. Okay. And literally, I mean, so obviously it says anytime, but it depends on like when the availability is there. So like, let's say I choose the 25th there. Sorry, there is a blackout. Oh, so there's going to be 4 nights, right? Okay. Yeah, I got you. Right. So, oh, this is maybe a new deal that they're building. Okay. So anyway, but right. So sorry about that. So it looks like they have to build the availability, so they'll have to buy some inventory for this. But essentially, you'll see that this deal is incredible because it will actually work out at $175 for 2 people for 3 nights, and that includes your breakfast, Wi-Fi, swimming pool, like it's a spa, right? Resort. So that's one. So this is one that's been added for Europe, guys, right? So look, it looks like this could be something that like literally just went on the system and they have to build the inventory for it. So there's apartments in Spain. You've got another trip in Siena in the heart of Tuscany. Okay, you've got Asia. So you've got Naples Bay Resort in Florida. Okay, then you've got Las Vegas, right? You've got Thailand. Conrad Hotel, that's Bangkok. Okay, you've got also the Bangkok Marriott Marquis there, right? What else is new? So the Dominican Republic deals we knew of. So this is actually a deal in Orlando where I think, if I remember, you could have up to 4 people. Let me just see. Oh, between 2 and 8 people, right? So between 2 and 8 people can go on this trip, okay? So that's obviously an apartment. Yeah, awesome. So let's keep going down. So so there's a trip in Hong Kong, that's new, Kowloon. 3 nights in the Kowloon Hotel in Hong Kong. Man, that is a good deal, I tell you. So you can go and explore these deals, have a look. Key West, wow, Key West is beautiful. Okay, so that's a low-cost break in Key West. Very expensive place to stay, so that's a great deal. Okay, the 5s we know about, Mexico, Caribbean. The Hilton in Tokyo, Japan. So that's a new deal, so that's cool, okay. And then you've got, let's see, Copacabana. I think that's a new deal, right? I sold Caribbean, Mexico. You've got also, let's just see if there's any new ones. Aruba, right? So this is obviously a very high-end deal in Aruba. Okay, all-inclusive, 4 nights. So that's so definitely go check these out, guys. But man, I mean, when I checked a couple of days ago, I was like, wow, they've added a lot. So obviously the goal for the company is that cool. Who likes that? You see, the company's working on creating these deals, and the goal is actually to have like 10 escape deals in every region, like as quickly as possible. So that's awesome news, yeah. So that was the first thing, that just in case you didn't know. So like there's in the background, guys. I can tell you that there's like massive work being done by the company on the product side by Jim Mengen his deal. So that's fantastic news. So the second thing is, right, I want to actually share with you something which is actually it's been around for a little while, but the truth is, I mean, I didn't actually realize I only saw this for the first time the other day, this video by Matt Morris, which is talking about the big announcement invite, right? And man, when I saw the video, I almost fell off a chair. I just thought it was so good, and it's something that everybody can use. And it's just a really cool invitation that you can use. And apparently, it's like when Matt had his teams doing this invite, that like the business went gangbusters. I think actually it was Eric Gusowick, my brother, who actually shared it with me. So thank you for that. And that's teamwork makes a dream work. You know, that's how it works. So let me just. So I'm going to try and do something which I didn't do before, which is I'm going to try and share my screen, play a YouTube video, and I'm hoping that you can hear it. So what I want you to do is tell me, like, if you can hear it. So like, just type in yes YouTube if it works. Yeah. So this is going to be a bit of an experiment. We all like experiments, right? Okay. So let's see if this works. So I'm going to actually try and share a YouTube video, and let's see if you can see and hear it. So I'm just gonna play. So tell me if you.
Hey everyone, Matt Morris here with a quick training tip that I believe can make a big impact in your business.
Yes, YouTube. Awesome.
This is having to do with how to.
Because I was talking, right?
Matt Morris here with a quick training tip that I believe can make a big impact in your business. And this is having to do with how to invite for a travel party. It's called the Big Announcement Invite. Now, this is something I heard about a little while back. I have not really trained on it on stage at all. I've just been, initially starting to do it now. And I've got some of my teams, and I got to tell you what, they are exploding because they've started using this. And so if you haven't done this, I want you to start using this, start training your new people on this. Anytime you're inviting to a travel party, and here's how it goes. This is how the Big Announcement Invitation works. Is so if you've you want to do a travel party on Thursday night, and so here's how it's going to work. You're going to call your friend, and you can say, "Hey, I'm in a hurry. I don't have a lot of time to talk. What are you doing on Thursday night?" Clear the date. Now, once they say they're free on Thursday night, then what you're going to do is you're going to say, listen, awesome. Listen, I've got a big announcement that I'm going to make on Thursday night. I'm just inviting a handful of my closest friends over to the house on Thursday, and I'm going to share with you what the big announcement is. So I want you there. Okay. So meet me there at 7 o'clock. Now, here's the thing is they ask you, what is the big announcement? You say, well, you can laugh and say, well, it wouldn't be a big announcement if I told everyone what it was before Thursday night, would it? So I'll see you there on Thursday night. Thank you so much. It really means a lot to me that you're going to be there. So I'll see you on Thursday night. So that's the big announcement invite. If they ask you again, you can say, listen, it's a secret. It's a big announcement. And, I'm not going to announce it until Thursday. Otherwise, it wouldn't be big. Anyway, I'm really excited. And it just means a lot for me that you're going to be there. See, and start using that, and what happens is, we've got people showing up to travel parties more than they ever have before because the curiosity factor is so high. We have people that think, oh, are they pregnant? Are they this? And, obviously when you start the travel party, then you announce that you are super excited. This is one of the biggest things I've ever done in my life. I'm starting my own business. I'm working with some really successful people. If you've got your upline there to do the travel party with you, obviously you edify them and you can let them do the travel party for you. You can do it yourself if you're able to do that, obviously. But start implementing this. Start training your brand new people on this. And one thing that I just wanted to encourage you to facilitate fast duplication, we want to always remember BAM FAM. That's book a meeting from a meeting. So when you enroll someone, don't just leave it on their own to go book, travel parties and meetings and things like that. Get them to go ahead and schedule a meeting. Get them to go ahead and schedule their big announcement party. And, then teach them this exact script. In fact, you could have them watch this video so they learn the script. And so let's start implementing this. Let's go create some big wins. I appreciate you guys tuning in, and just so excited with what we have going on in the company.
So that's incredible, right, guys? If you love that, type in love it. If you love it, type in love it, because I love it. Brilliant, right? I've got a big, and the thing is, you could even you could just use it for doing it an invite as well. Guys, you could just call someone up and just say, hey, listen, when can I come around and see you? Because I've got a big announcement, right? You can use it for that as well. Or you can say, hey, when can we meet for a coffee? Because I've got a big announcement that I want to share with you, right? So you can apply it to anything. And the thing is, if anyone says, what is it? You just say, well, it will be a big announcement. If I told you, I need to tell you in person. Or, you could even say, hey, I've got a big announcement. I'm going to be announcing it on a webinar. Right? It's fantastic. I love it. I love it. So, yeah, absolutely. So, guys, you can apply this to literally any type of meeting you're going to do, whether you're inviting people to, a travel party meeting, to a one-on-one, two-on-one, to a, online meeting, to any kind. Okay. So just fantastic. And it's actually a subtle thing. It's not because we always say, and for those of you who didn't see the interview that I did with Wayne Nugent, one of the most poignant things he said was through mistakes that he made, that he, basically he came to the conclusion that the only right way of doing this business in inviting was, if you can't show them everything, you don't tell them anything. If I can't show you everything, I'm not going to tell you anything. Right? Okay. So the thing is, far too many times when the classic mistake that people make for the invitation is they say too much. They say travel, they say business, they say opportunity, they say all these different things, right? And you see, every time you say one word, any of those words, what you're doing is you're giving them a keyword to then prejudge what it is before they've had a look, right? And you've blown them out. Simple. Whereas that's the reason why I absolutely love this, because if I call someone up and say, hey, listen, what are you doing? Tomorrow, 3 o'clock, what are you doing at this time? What, blah, blah, blah. And always, another big tip I'll give you is only make invitations within 48 hours, even 24 hours. This is what I teach my teams. So don't invite people to an event more than one day, because then they'll find an excuse. So it's either today, tomorrow, for tomorrow, or for today. So, what are you doing today, this evening at 7 o'clock? Because I've got a big announcement. I'm sharing at this place. Meet me here. I've got a big announcement. Yeah. So this is crazy good, because you see, then people aren't going to say, what is it? Or prejudge it. Okay. It's just a big announcement. Like Matt says, if anyone turns around and you say, well, what is it? Just say, well, it wouldn't be a big announcement otherwise, would it? Right? And laugh it off. Okay. So guys, so if you want to know, if you want to see the video, see, me personally, I would learn that script. I would learn that inside out. I would learn a script, what you say, the travel party, everything. So I'd be watching that video 20 times, right? To learn. It's just magic. So if you just go onto YouTube and type in Matt Morris big announcement invite. Yeah, that's how you find the video, right? Okay. And just keep watching it. Take notes. Transcript it. Just write the script down and learn it, because I'm telling you, this is a game changer. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. Okay. So guys, next, thank you. The next thing is I want to talk about is a concept that I've been teaching recently to quite a number of my leaders and teams, which it's called, right, okay, getting started versus a launch, right? Okay. So when you have a new person join, okay, what this is what I'm telling people now. I'm telling people, look, you have an option, right? So I'll say, right, what's your goal to get your 4? Is it 1 day? Is it 1 week? Or is it 1 month, right? Okay. And really, any of you can do this from now, okay? So like, doesn't matter how long you've been in the business, just reset and you can basically say, right, I'm going to get a new 4, right? Okay. And you decide how quickly you want to do it. One day, 1 week, 1 month, right? Set your goal. Get a bit of paper. This is what I would do. I'd get a bit of paper and I would create a visual goal. I'd draw 4 circles for the people. I would number the circles 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is what I would do. I've always done this, by the way. When I have a goal of the number of people I want to like personally introduce to the business, I'll always do a visual goal and I'll put it up on the wall. Okay. So where my office is, this is actually my office. I will put it on the wall, and every day I'm staring at the goal, right? And then let's say, for example, I sign up Barbara. Okay. Barbara. Okay. Then I will write Barbara's name in. So I'm seeing the progress of my goals. I'm tracking my goals. But when you have, see, the thing is, if you've ever heard of vision boards, visual goals, like a visualization, see, when you are looking at that every day, right, it has a subliminal effect on your mind to stay focused on the goal, yeah? So that's what I would do. So then what I would give that, what I would say next to the person is that, right, so typically, right, you have to contact 20 people to get your 4 to 6 actually, right? And that really all depends on, how correctly you do the invitations, how, that's one factor, and the credibility and the trust that you have with the people. Okay, so it can vary from people to people. Some people may get 10 out of 20, right? Some people may get none because, like they messed it up with the invitation, etc. But this is what I'm going to say, is we gotta show this to 20 people, or we got to contact 20 people to show at least 15 people that with that, I would expect you to get 4. So your objective would be is, your job is to, like set your goal, to make your list of the 20 people, and I want that list as well. So if I sponsor that person, I ask people to send me the list, okay? And then, what their job is to do an invitation. So either they are, they're going to share a couple of videos, and then ask that person what they like best. And if that person is positive, they're going to speak to me, right? So obviously, if they are local to me, and if I sponsor someone locally, then I can even set up meetings for them, and we're going to either go and see people in their houses or invite people to their house if that's not the case. And to be honest with you, most of the people I personally sponsor are over distance, so they're not local to me. So I do everything by Zoom, okay? So I just ask my personal people to share the videos, and anyone who is positive and asking questions, that for them to put them on a call with me, and then I will do the rest. I will answer the questions, the objections, etc. So typically, like the get started would be to do that 15 within that time scale, right? Okay. So if someone says to me, I want to sign up 4 people within a month, right? That means they've got to get the eyeballs, the eyeballs of those 15 people onto the presentation within obviously that 4 weeks, yeah, right? And from that, I'd expect like a certain number of people to be positive, like the idea, and speak to me. Because you see, if they are your close friends, family, the ones who love you and they trust you, then typically people will be like, well, if you're doing this, they're going to be positive, yeah? They trust you, right? And then, obviously, for them to put me on a call, edify me, okay, and then I will answer their questions. And so I'm not going to speak to people who are negative. So if someone sees the videos and they don't like it, then, it's not for them. It's fine. I don't need to speak to those people. I want to speak to the people who are positive and who have questions, and then I can take it from there, right? So that's a getting started, but obviously you got to speak to people individually, right? Okay. So there's a lot more work to be done versus what I call a launch, right? So, when I start my people off, I'll give them the option. Look, guys, do you want to do a launch? What is a launch? The launch could be either you invite 20 people to your house or you invite 20 people to a webinar. And I will do a launch webinar. I actually did one the other day. So what happens is that they will invite all their friends and family to a launch. And actually, now I've got the big announcement invite. I will teach all my new people that, hey, what you do is you invite your friends and family all around the world, where obviously we're open, to come onto a webinar because you have got a big announcement to make. Fantastic, right? Okay. And then obviously, if I come on and do the presentation to hey, it may not be 20 people, maybe 15 people or 10 people or 5 people even, right? It doesn't matter. I mean, the idea is that you're going to invite as many people as possible. I'd say if you want to get 20, you'd probably have to invite 50 or 60, right? Okay, people to get 20 people, right, onto to a launch event. And essentially what we're doing is that we're compressing time frames because we're doing a presentation to a much bigger audience in one go, right? Got it? So that is how you do a launch, right? So this is, along with a big announcement invite, if you implement and give people the options of a launch. Now, not everyone's going to do a launch event, right? Some people want to go a bit slower. But you see, some people will have credibility. They'll know a lot of people. They can fill a room full of people, right? And that's going to sort of speed up their business. So see, if I've got someone who has got credibility and they put 20 people in front of me and I do a presentation to them, I would expect, if they've got the trust and the credibility with their friends, family, and the people they know, I'd expect 4 to 6 people to actually sign up immediately, there and then, or certainly within the next 2-3 days. Yeah. Okay. So that really is, the getting started versus the launch. Who likes that? Anybody like that? Fantastic. So I think that the combination of that, as I said, the combination of big announcement invite and the combination of doing the launch, I mean, you can really speed up the growth of your business and the duplication much faster. Okay. Super. Okay, so the last thing I'm going to say is, obviously now we're just about to start the season of our next round of major events, obviously boot camp, the boot camp events. So they start this weekend. So we got them in all continents, in Africa, in Johannesburg, from Friday, from tomorrow till Sunday. So Josh Payne, the CEO of Wild Ventures, along with who else is going out there? I think Justin Call is going out there as well, which is VP of International Support, and then sales. And then you've got next week is Romania, Bucharest. So who's going to Bucharest? Anyone going to Bucharest? Because I am. So I'm looking forward to seeing you all there. Okay. Awesome. Right. So that's going to be Bucharest and Romania for the European event. We're expecting it to be the biggest one to date. And in fact, Wayne Nugent, our founder and owner, will be there, along with Eddie Head will be there as well. So that's going to be incredible. So, and what an amazing lineup of speakers we have, including Byron Shrug, Sachin, Govinda, Stavros, Zenonos, and Marcusetta. Okay, so the next one will be July the 29th to the 1st, which will be Australia on the Gold Coast, Hong Kong in Asia, July the 6th to the 8th, and the US one, which will be July 20th to the 22nd in Charlotte. Okay. And also for anyone in the US, I don't think we have too many people from the US tuning in. Where's my US people? Is there anyone here from the US watching? Anyone from the US? Let's see. I know we got Canada in the house. Cindy's in the house. Cindy Shrenick, I saw. So there's RTEs throughout the US on Saturday night, this Saturday as well. So, guys, thank you very much for tuning in. I hope you found that of value. So definitely go check out the new Escape deals. Okay, some of them are incredible. Okay, remember, go watch that big announcement invite over and over again. Take notes, write the scripts, learn it. That is golden. And then obviously, remember about getting started versus a launch. Okay. So, and then obviously you got, the boot camps coming on. So guys, that covers everything I wanted to cover. We'd like to keep these to roughly 30 minutes. Normally I know I go over to around 45 minutes sometimes, but there we go. But that pretty much, I was more organized today, which is good news, right? Okay. So thank you. So there'll be no webinar for the next 2 weeks, because next Thursday I will be in Romania. At this time, it'll probably be some kind of party, okay? And then on the following Thursday, I will be actually in Moldova, right? So I'm away literally for 12 days as of next Wednesday. So for 2 weeks, it'll be off. However, we obviously, as the weekend progresses next weekend at boot camp, any significant news will definitely be broadcast to all the teams, Facebook groups, WhatsApp groups, etc. So thank you again. And I will see many of you next week in Bucharest. See ya.